free.
That's right.
Go ahead, bro.
And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil.
Scuffed up. Hey, wait a minute. They that spoil thee shall be a spoil. Now, the so-called white man was spoiling nations and we're at peace with him.
That's right.
That's his whole MO. What happened when the so-called white man came over here to America and the Native American Indians and all the Indian tribes over here pretty much welcomed him in. Taught him how to live off of the land, taught him how to cure himself from scurvy with grinding up pine cones, taught him how to be civilized. What'd they do? They waited till the men were out and they slaughtered the women and children and then they killed the men. Look at what happened at Wounded Knee.
I'm gonna make a quick point.
Go ahead. No,
they did the same thing. They did the same thing to the Japhetic tribes.
Right.
When Romulus rose up into power and had his little Edomite tribes over there in and around Italy, and they did the same thing, man. You had the Japhetic tribes, you had the Etruscans civilize these goddamn cavemen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they learned all their war tactics and stuff and used it against them, man.
Yeah.
You know? So the so-called white man has been perpetually going through a process of if you place him inside a group of people in civilization, he's a parasite, man.
Yep.
He's a virus, man.
Inside out. Yep.
He's an infection.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep. Hey, Gad had it's a grain called quinoa. That was what they were big on back then. You know, this fucking devil, he just burned down the quinoa crops and gave them white rice. Just started giving them bullshit, man. He just burned down all of the crops because quinoa is healthy for you, man. You know, us brothers in the back here, we deal with that. This devil burnt the damn crops down, man. You can go look up the history of it, man. He just burnt the crops down, bro. So why should we be accepting of these devils, man?
Right.
It's nothing to accept, man.
That's right.
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 Hey, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to say to back up the brother Ariala. At the same time around before the Greeks came up, they were causing insurrection within the Persian Empire. And at the same time, they were trying to get the Jews in certain what you call it? Different provinces. They were trying to get us, out basically. When you read the story in which book is it? Esther?
Oh,
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, at that time, they were in the point I'm making, they were in every civilization they were in at that time. They were rising up, causing hell within the government. They were trying to cause insurrection, and eventually they came up, merged up the Greeks or Atlas.
Yeah, when you read the rest of Esther in the Apocrypha, it says that. Was it Nebuchadnezzar? I believe Nebuchadnezzar or Xerxes. He really said, wait a minute, this Haman is basically trying to get the kingdom translated from the Persians and the Greeks to the Macedonians.
Right, and they eventually did.
And then they eventually did it. So that's the MO you so-called, that's another MO you so-called white people. You always go in and stir shit up, stir up violence, and then you always come up and you always the one left standing when the smoke clears.
Yeah. You see that happening now
with the fix.
We got the fix. We got what you need.
If I can say this real quickly, well, you see it going on now in the Middle East, man, and North Africa. They set up all these schools and things of that nature. They're gonna benefit from it, man. With that government, just basically dismantle, man. They can come in and set up a puppet, and that's perfect for them, man.
Sure.
You know,
They'll fund the wars. They'll fund both sides of the war, so they're making the money. All right. And then they'll set up a government to come in and take over. So then now they got the stronghold. Then they'll put a central bank in there. Once they put that central bank in there, it's over. They're in there like a
Embassy.
Yeah, the embassy. They're a damn parasite, a cancer. Only way you get rid of that is you gotta burn it. All right, that's the Most High's one. He's gonna completely burn you so-called white people.
Yeah, now embassy, basically an ambassador is someone who speaks on behalf of something. So here it is, you got in this nation that doesn't belong to you, someone who speaks on your behalf, man. A whole government, a little small government set up for your interest, man. And a whole nother nation ain't got nothing to do with you, man.
Right.
That's just crazy, man.
Right, bro. That's how the scripture says the Most High, the so-called white man is trying to fill the whole face of the world up with cities. His cities. All right? Go ahead. You just stay at home. Right. That's right. Says that happen. Have a good too.
and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey.
Yeah, don't the so-called white man constantly prey on our nation, especially the people, the men out here preaching the truth, constantly looking for a way to get us jammed up, thrown in jail, figure out a way to get us off this corner. All right, yeah, guess what? When the Most High set men up to condemn you in all your different cities, they ain't gonna be moved.
That's right.
You move us off this, yeah, Lord willing, you move us off this corner, we'll just go to another corner, Lord willing, and curse you out from there.
Which proves they're not innocent. They always try to say.
Yeah, yeah. Yep. Go ahead. Habakkuk 2, sorry about 3, I believe. Yeah, sorry 2.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon table.
Write the vision and make it plain upon table. So when we're out here prophesying, we're speaking it to you in a way that you can understand. So you people know what exactly is coming to this country. All right? Go ahead.
That they may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time.
The vision yet is for an appointed time. So for you clowns out there scoffing against the chip, scoffing against martial law, all right, scoffing against food shortages, all right, and all-out civil war in this country, guess what? It's for an appointed time. Just because it ain't happened yet or it's not in full effect does not make it untrue. Go ahead.
Right. Oh, if I can say this real quick, brother. And we know the time according to the scriptures. This is like Romans 13:11 says. You know?
Yep.
But at the end it shall speak and not lie.
At the end it shall speak. So when these prophecies come into full effect, guess what? They're going to speak and not lie.
That's right.
You getting a chip and only being able to buy and sell on that chip is going to happen. All right? The city's being locked down in martial law where you can't just move around freely is going to happen. These always get on Jason's Deli. Jason's Deli being closed down, the fish market being closed down. All right, you see them, it's boarded up, and there ain't no food out here on the streets. Guess what? That's gonna happen, and you gonna know. All right, you gonna know that these men out here speaking were indeed prophets. All right,
Prophets were among you. Yeah.
you shall know that a prophet were among you. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
So the Most High ain't lying. Speaking through y'all. Habakkuk speaking through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, he's not lying. It will surely come, it will not tarry. So just wait. Alright? Just wait.
That's right.
Guess what? The final, I told you so, is gonna go to the men of the Lord. Alright? Go ahead, bro.
Getting his last laugh too.
Yep.
Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, his soul that's lifted up, and you Edomites, you so-called white people, is not right. Your soul, your whole being is just not right. You are completely against life. All right?
Ain't no Jew.
You ain't no Jew. You are a rat.
Look like
That's
a
the
rat.
man's shoes. Go ahead. Read that again.
Right.
Damn it, yeah. Get out of here. Yeah.
Jewish.
Read again. Yeah. Jewish.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him.
I mean, just look at the planet and the state that it's in. All right? It's completely off. The scripture said all the foundations of the earth are out of course. That's right. You can't breathe air without coughing down, sneezing at the time. You're congested, you're sick, your bones hurt, your back hurts, the water's tainted, the food is tainted, all right? Space has got trash in it. It's all off. In a righteous kingdom, that's not going to be going on. The earth is going to be clean, all right? But you ain't gonna be eating catfish and shrimp because they're gonna be left to populate the water so they can clean it.
That's right.
You ain't gonna have a bunch of damn oil spills.
Right.
All right. The weather's not gonna be all jacked up, so you ain't gonna have a bunch of tornadoes tearing your ass up. All right. Hurricanes. All that is the fault of you so-called white people because you do not know how to govern the earth.
That's right.
You gonna say something? I'm just adding white supremacy, man.
Yep.
This whole notion that they sent up across the earth that's ruling the whole earth has got,
Yeah,
that's looking bad across the earth.
That's true because guess the the so-called white Edom is like 8-10% of the world population or something like that. But when you look all over advertisements, especially visual advertisements, whose face do you see? A so-called white man, a so-called white woman.
That's right.
All right, if you look at a Gillette shaving thing, it's the so-called white man. When you look at something, you look at
the
wherever you look.
indigenous people, all these in East India around the world, man. They don't put the indigenous on screen. They reserve it for white people. They
Yep.
reserve most of the political seats for white people, man.
Yeah.
Or they don't call it a civilized city or nation.
They call it third world.
You see, they call it third world. You know,
That's the new word for barbarian, pretty much. They used to call, like in the ancient Roman Empire, they call them barbaric people. Now they call them third world. All right. And most of these third world countries, they keep themselves, and at least they have some kind of damn morals about themselves to some degree, more than the damn America, which is supposed to be civilized.
Well, most of those third world countries are fucked up because you went in there and planted all types of wickedness in there.
Yeah, playing a gang of
You know what I'm
wickedness.
saying? With the, like, prime example, like we talked about previously, the North Africa. It's the Middle East. All the bombings, wars, and rumors of wars going on over there.
they go to the indigenous people and they say, where's your deed? Where's your land deed? Knowing that these people don't live, they live orally. You know, they might be living on the land that they great
just pass it down.
12 times. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then they'll go be asking them to show documents they know that the people don't fucking got.
Right.
And then they'll use that as an excuse to come in there and just mow everybody down. Man.
Yep, that's right.
Man's
That's right.
devil.
Straight up devil. You got to do everything according to his his documentation and constitution and all that. There you go. That's the word, policy. You got to do everything according to his policy. He'll just make some madness up, and then you got to conform to it, or you were there by a threat. All right. Keep if you do not conform to the so-called white man, you are a threat. That's why these people are a threat. The elect of these people are a threat. Alright? Hey, guess what? Yahweh Shemiel Shai is a threat. He is the threat. The scriptures say in 2nd Ezra says that the Lord shall threaten and they shall all be utterly beaten to powder.
That's right.
That's what's gonna happen to your country. That's what's gonna happen to you people. You're gonna be beaten down, broken down, and put in slavery. Alright? Go ahead, read that.
Right. Verse 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man.
What is his wine, his philosophy, his way of living, his conversation, his bullshit, like he said. All right, you got it. Whatever he'll just, like you said, he'll just make something up. Now you got to live by that. If you don't, they look at you funny.
That's right.
All right, and he uses that wine, that philosophy, to persuade and seduce all these other nations into accepting him. But guess what? These other nations that have accepted him walk up and realize, wait a minute, this dude's a damn devil. He took our land. All right, if you're in India, wait a minute, we got people over there killing themselves because of your damn seeds, Terminator seeds. We got a McDonald's here. We don't even eat beef. All right, in India. So come on, you so-called white people are the damn devil. All right, go ahead.
Neither keep it at home.
Neither keep it. This brother mentioned that earlier. Neither keep it at home. You can't just stay your ass where you're supposed to be. You should have stayed in Mount Seir. You didn't stay there. You eventually you came up and formed Greece. All right. Then you came up and formed Rome. Then you went down. Then you started coming back. And you took over Europe pretty much. Now you took over all the whole globe.
Hey, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, though. You didn't stay in America.
I was gonna say,
You stole America and you didn't stay your ass.
I was just gonna say that. That's what
They'll try, oh, well, that wasn't us. But see, I always go by, you know, every time they try to wiggle their way out, you know what I'm saying? I always find a way they can't, man. Corner your ass. And you can't wiggle your way out, man.
That's your own.
There's plenty of documented things we can find in this day and time
That's right.
to condemn you. We don't gotta go back 1,000 years to condemn you. Right. That's what they believe.
Yeah, you so-called
Street
came over,
corner
you
racists.
took over America, but then you just couldn't just be, all right, well, we got America, let's chill out. Which America was a paradise, all right? You couldn't, now you got to go and spread your damn poison all over the globe through military might. All right? Go ahead.
Who enlarges his desire as hell.
Enlarges his desire as hell. Keep going.